Hey, this is CDL Money, CDL Money. I'm author of 5 books. Check me out, Ivan Romance. If you're a truck driver, you want to listen to my books, they on Audible, that app called Audible. Just type in Ivan Romance, IVAN Romance, and let's get right into it. I had people reach out to me and say, hey, could you talk, I understand you be talking about trucking school, could you make it more detailed about trucking school? Sure, why not? I went to 160 Driving Academy, so that's all I can really speak on. But they all pretty much the same thing. All it is a different brand, different name. What the trucking schools is doing. It's just all it is just a different name, but it's pretty much the same formula. When I went to trucking school, first thing I got, I'm just gonna throw it out there. The first thing you should get is your permit, your CDL permit. I'm telling you how 160. Like I said, I only talk about 160. When I went to 160 Driving Academy, people, the first week was you literally had to study to get your permit. You cannot me. It's like I believe you can't. Me personally, it's just too much to trying to learn all that shit in a week, man. They learned all them 3 times. Like I said, it's been so long, man. What's it? Air brakes tests, general knowledge, and combinations. I couldn't learn all that in a week, man. So people don't know it, but I'm gonna put a little gem in here. You can literally take all. You can literally go to DMV and do each test separately. 1 week you can spend on general knowledge. Another week you can spend on combinations. Your third week you can spend on I already said air brakes. You can literally do each one of them separate in different weeks. And that's what I did. Someone gave me some game. Just a woman gave me some game about it. I was struggling. I'm like, damn, man, this shit hard. I'll just never forget this lady told me, hey, man, you don't got to learn all that in a week. You can break them all down. I'm like, what? Man, when she told me that shit, and I downloaded the app, CDL Prep. It's a blue app. Man, I studied that app and did my thing and got my CDL permit. So my first week going to 160 Driving Academy, I pretty much was learning, learning to get your CDL permit. The second day, I'm like wondering, like, why we in this class when talk about this shit. I just never forget my branch management, because 160, I believe they all got branch managers. Your branch manager is someone that's pretty much is like checking in on you, making sure that you coming in class, and he's supposed to help you find a job. Mine didn't help me find no goddamn job, man. He's basically worried about his goddamn dog in an office. I had to find my own job. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, it is what it is. He was in his office and stuff. We was all reading it and just listening to these videos. And I walk in, I'm like, hold on, man. Why just like permit shit? I'm like, I'm telling you, this is me, my second day in. I'm like, all right, got my CDL permit. I'm like, hey, cause they kept talking about CDL permit in the videos. I'm like, hold on. I went in the office so fast. I'm like, hey, man, what's this class? What's this? What we doing? You guys learn how to get your CDL permit. I went into my wallet. Sorry, got my CDL permit. You don't gotta be here, son. You can go straight to the yard next week. This week is all about getting your CDL permit. But he looked at it. Yeah, this is qualified. You have a good one, son. We'll see you next week. I never forget. I told the story before, but I never forget the people in my class. In that class, they was all looking. Well, you must be quitting. You can't handle it, huh? I mean, you must be quitting. You can't handle it, huh? I'm like, what are you talking about? I got my permit. You got your permit already? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm prepared, man. I'm prepared. I knew, like I said, I knew you can get your CDL permit before you get to trucking school. So that's what I did, bro. I'm like, oh man, I gotta learn this shit in a week, bro. I'm like, oh well, ain't my problem. So that's why it's good to do your research about shit and ask questions, man. Cause now some people, I didn't even see them go to the yard. So who knows what could have happened to them? They didn't make it. So I get the second week I get to the yard, I got a class of 15 people. I see other classes as well. So the yard, it's different groups. Some 160s, like I said, everybody's different. In my 160 Driving Academy in West Allis, Wisconsin, it's literally like over like 6 different groups, maybe more. It's like 50 people, and everybody, it was like a whole bunch of like instructors. Each instructor had their own group and stuff like that. That's what I remember. else I remember? Yeah. So I remember the first week, the first day. He took this guy named Jeff, man. I like the Jeff. He don't work there no more. I'm pretty sure he's doing something else. He's been a truck driver for years and stuff like that. Most of your instructors, they got years in trucking. So I'll never forget. He put aside this. If you ever work at a construction site, it's like a trailer. They be having you go inside. That's what they had on the thing. Not saying they all gonna have that, but that's what they had. And all 15 of us, he was walking and telling us about, hey, what to expect at 160 Driving Academy. The rules: do not come in late. You gotta learn your pre-trips. Make sure you're green and everything like that. What you mean by green is make sure that it's like this. Your instructor, you're gonna be doing your own tests with your instructor and stuff like that. Once you learn each part, your instructor, the person you under, gonna make sure he's gonna test you and say, hey man, yeah, you're green, so you ready to go ahead and test. And yeah, and that's how it goes. You only get so much time. 160 Driving Academy, you only get 160 hours to learn that shit. So you better learn that shit. But back to the story. I remember him saying this. Some of y'all ain't gonna make it. Some of y'all just not gonna make it. The people who in the state program, I was in the state program. I call different trucking companies, stuff like that. I didn't have $5,000. Some of these trucking schools cost money. It costs a lot of money, $5,000 out here to $8,000 or even more. I didn't have $5,000 in cash. Some of my classmates did. I didn't, and some of my classmates didn't. I was in state program, so the state paid for me. So I never forget. He was like, "Hey, majority of the state program kids, but Dawson, y'all not gonna pass. Y'all thinking that y'all come to trucking school, you're just gonna learn to do a truck? No, it's gonna break y'all down. Some of y'all got full schedules. Y'all got full-time work and schedule and kids and all. That's gonna be hard to study, and it's gonna affect you. And that's how some of y'all going to fail out of trucking school." He said, "This is every year I see it." He said, "Every week I see this," and I'm like, thinking in my head, like, man, what's this stuff for talking about? I'm on here. I ain't gonna lie, I was conceited. I'm like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna be easy. Like, oh, this is drive the truck. I was one of them guys, and I never forget. He asked people, okay, now we're gonna split. Who gonna go to the manual? Then who gonna go to automatic? A lot of people in my class went to manual. So I'm thinking, I'm like, me? I always been different. I'm gonna ask questions. I said, what's automatic? He said, automatic is like pretty much you driving the car, man. You only use the stiff shift. And I asked him, would I get a job if I get automatic? He said yes, because all majority of mega carriers and smaller companies are using automatic trucks because it's easier to prepare trucks. That's where the industry is going. So you're gonna get a job no matter what. So he said only the super small mom and pop shops, companies are using manuals, but watch sooner or later they're gonna change too. So you will have a job. I said, you know what? I'm going automatic. So I know here's some of these old school people in my class. Oh, you should do it this way. Man, hell no, bro. I'm trying to make this as soon as possible. Why do it if I'm gonna get a job no matter what? And then he already said the pay's gonna be the same. So you know what I'm saying? So nah, bro, I'm cool. I said, let me make automatic. And this is what it is. I don't care. No one say old school trucker talking about we got the same paycheck. So I don't care. I'm trying to make this easy. Trucking school as easy as possible, man. I ain't gonna be doing all this stuff anyway. So it is what it is. What else? So, I never forget, man. What else happened? That same day, we went out to the yard. They opened the trunk up. My instructor, he opened up the hood up of the truck and gave us these packets, these thick ass packets. And he was like, "This is going on a pre-trip." I'm thinking to myself, pre-trip? What the fuck is a pre-trip? Everybody asks a question about pre-trip. I got some of these people that they got truck experience and stuff like that. They already know what the pre-trip is and all that stuff. So they're like, oh, there's one girl. I grew up on a farm. My dad got semi-trucks. I already know about all this. Another guy, yeah, man. I already know some of this pre-trip stuff, man. This is going to be a breeze. I'm over here like, damn, man. I don't know nothing about this shit. Damn. But, hey, it is what it is, man. I had to learn it. I got to learn it. So I took that packet. One guy, I never forget this one older guy was like, pre-trip? We got to read this packet. He said, the guy instructed, yes, you got to read each word on security mounted man, like I said, I ain't used this shit 3 years, man. Because in real life, you don't use the shit. You do your pre-trip and stuff like that, but you ain't gonna be reading all the other shit. You know what I'm talking about when we get there. Security mounted, all that. It's like it's a list of words. You naming each part of the truck, literally. Each section in the truck, you naming the truck, the B section of the truck, the C section, the trailer. You literally naming each part of this packet in order, and you got to memorize this shit. You can't hold the packet in state time. When you take your state exam, you cannot hold the packet. You got to memorize this shit. I'm like, damn. One dude said, man, I ain't come here for that reading shit, man. He must couldn't read. So same day he quit. I never forget the next day, right? I never forget this shit. The next day, he wasn't in my class, and Jeff came up to me. He came up to us like, well, one down. I was like, who quit? He said, that older guy? Yeah, he quit. Came in, so he wasn't for him, he quit. But he was part of the state program. I bet money if he had skin in the game, meaning he paid cash, he wouldn't have quit. So a lot of people do that. He kept saying to me, a lot of people gonna quit. I'm trying to tell y'all, because you don't got no money in the game. You're like, well, y'all saying stuff like, well, it ain't my money. I don't care. I ain't lose nothing, so I quit. Nah, I was like, no, man, I ain't trying to, like, if I got, this is the opportunity to me. I'm not about to quit. And what else happened? We just started studying the program. We started studying the pre-trips. During the time, what else we started? Then we started driving. We driving around the yard. The yard's pretty big, so we driving around the yard. We're learning the straight back. I mean, the first thing we start doing is learn how to do the straight back, how to back your trailer in, stuff like that. So we learn how to, boom, boom, you're doing like this, you driving back. I don't know what it was, man. Even the instructor used me as an example, because I was just really, I don't know. I think driving the truck, I see my truck just came naturally for me, not trying to be conceited. It was just a natural. It was just like, I feel like I was just driving the car. Okay, I'm boom, boom, trying to do it with one hand. And you know what I'm saying? I aim in two hands. I'm like, okay. I just became really comfortable with it, y'all. So yeah. Then my weakness was the offset. I had to learn that offset. Offset is like you're doing like this, but it's like you're doing this, and then you're doing it. Y'all gonna learn that when you're going trucking school. I had to learn that, and then the 90. 90 was hard, but practice, and you're gonna be all right. My yard wasn't that much organized, so I went to different instructors who could learn from me. Some instructors I couldn't learn from, and my main instructor, I just couldn't learn from her. She was stuttering when she was talking. She was doing too damn much. She just wasn't confident. I need someone that could talk to me. I'm a visual learner. And, man, over the weeks, man, I just kept looking for different instructors. Hey, I'm going to work with y'all today, man. I'm going to work with y'all. I don't give a damn. She's like, you can work with me. No, this is my money. It's not my money I pay for it. This is my opportunity. I can't learn from you, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I got to go somewhere else. And that's what I did, man. I went to a different instructor, and I'll never forget, this one guy came to me. Man, what's his name, man? Man, I wish I could remember his name, man. It's cool brother, man. Came with glasses. He came up to me, and he picked me and this other guy, man. He just worked with us. I don't know why. Maybe this guy, I was praying. He just said, I want you and you come with me. And he worked in my end cab. You gotta learn. Inside the truck. This is end cab. You gotta learn each part of this end cab too. I couldn't get that end cab worth shit. But man, he worked with us. He worked with us over an hour and a half in the end cab, and I got good at it, man. That was scary. I'm like, man, he made a cheat code for me in the end cab, and man, I'm like, bro, thank you, man. I think his name's Glenn, but I'm like, thank you, bro, because I couldn't get it. So once I mastered that, like I said, after I mastered the pre-trip, the end cab, and got the driving. And once it's driving the Camry, it give you a cheat route. Pretty much to take you the route that you're gonna take your state exam for. So yeah, man. Once I learned the pre-trips, the end cab, mastering my straight back, my offset, my 90. Now I'm ready to take my state exam, man. And once they call it one and done, meaning that you get like a T-shirt, a cup, and everything. Once you become one and done, it's like the one and done club. You get once you can drive the Camry, you get 3 tries. 3 tries to get that shit, man. Get it. If you fail, you fail. And did I see people fail? Yes, I seen people fail. And when I was in trucking school, man, I never forget this shit. It was people that failed out, man. It just didn't work out for them. It just didn't work out. You know, I was thinking about this one guy. He was in truck school for a year. He failed out too, man. How you in truck school for a year, bro? Like, let me stop, bro. Yeah, but it just didn't work out for some people, man. I think he kept coming back and forth. I don't know I don't know. But yeah, man, people was failing out, man. I ain't gonna lie, people was failing out, and I seen it. I seen it. Some people crying, like, damn, man, they just couldn't get truck. It ain't for everybody. Some people were scared because these trucks is big, so they intimidated. And if you're scared, go to church, man. It's not for everybody, man. I just was confident already. It's women in my class that's 5'1", that they got their state exam and stuff like that and passed, and they driving these big ass trucks. So it's a confident thing. It's like, you know, for a fact, like, hey, you know, I can move this. This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be scared. You know what I'm saying? Some people get fearful of these trucks, and you can tell it's not for him. I was in my class, he gonna quit. He's scared or whatever, or he not paying attention. What else you gotta be distracted? See, I'm married, so when I was in trucking school, it was a lot of women gonna be in the trucking. These guys was single too, so they were distracted. It was like high school. It's like the people was like super distracted, paying attention to each other, not paying attention. Like, hey, bro, we ain't hear that. People coming. I never forget people coming to me. Hey, bro, what's the name like you? Jasmine like you? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, I'm married anyway, happily married anyway, and I don't give no damn about no females, bro. I don't care if you can tell her I said it. Like, I'm married. Don't care. She know I'm married. I don't care. I'm here to get my CDL, bro. I got dreams while I plan on doing my CDL, stuff like that. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get some money. I'm trying to, like, build my businesses. And, you know, who knows, in the future, probably get my own truck, bro. This is why I was telling people, like, hey, focus. I used to be the guy, like, hey, I need to pay attention, bro. What the hell? But people don't want to pay attention. They looking at the girls and all that. Girls doing the damn most. People twerking in the yard. There's real shit. People twerking and shit on the goddamn yard, not paying attention. People got bad attitudes. One thing, you gotta have a good attitude, man. You out there arguing with the instructors and all that stuff like that. And one thing about trucking, you cannot be sensitive, man. They gonna talk crazy to you. Get the fuck out the truck. You got, I don't know, if you don't got a sports program background, right? If you don't have a sports background like me, I played football in high school. I played football, wrestling, and track. And I played I was accepted to play college, 3 different colleges and schools did do it, but I went straight to arena football and semi-pro. I come from a background, coaches, get the fuck up, make the tackle, you know, stuff like that. So that's years of that. So when people, so me, that's where I come from. I come from a contact sport type thing. So when people yell at me and stuff like that, cause I've been yelling at trucking school, hey man, what the fuck you do? That's not even how you do it. I look at it as coaching. You see what I'm saying? I look at it as a coach, like, oh man, he's just talking to you, talking shit. He don't even know me, he's just yelling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sensitive. That's what I'm trying to say is not sensitive at all. So I seen guys ready to fight the instructor stuff. Don't be talking to me like that, blah, 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 blah. And then they get kicked out of a trucking school just like that because they can't handle getting yelled at or whatever. It's just trucking, man. People gonna be cussing. Dispatchers gonna be cussing at you, young man. This is how trucking is, man. This is a man's sport. You know what I'm saying? This is a man's locker room pretty much, man. People, motherfuckers gonna talk shit. Motherfuckers gonna be cussing. It is what it is. Women gonna be cussing. We gonna deal with bad attitudes, yelling at everybody, stressed out. They trying to make sure to get the money. Man, you gotta come with it, man. I was a great athlete, so I can take the noise, all the noise. I could take that shit. So when dispatchers have attitude, I could just, take it. Boom, 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 boom. Take it sooner or later. They're gonna be, okay, I can't break him. Sometimes they try to break you down. I talk to him crazy all the time. He just eats it up. He just smiles at me and keep going. Sooner or later, I'm gonna leave you alone. Like, man, I can't even talk to this motherfucker crazy, man. He just takes it. I got it, bro. I'll fix it. You see what I'm saying? Sooner or later, man, they feel stupid. Sooner or later, they start feeling stupid. Like, damn, bro, like, he got me feeling stupid. He's not even yelling back at me, but I'm yelling at him. Sooner or later, they start feeling stupid. Like, damn, bro, he's more mature than I am because I'm yelling at him. He's not even yelling back. You see what I'm saying? Some people, so stop being weak, man. Some of y'all gotta stop being weak because you can't handle it. Hey, if you can't handle that shit, you weak. You can't handle no one talking to you crazy or yelling at you. This is not it, because I don't care how many jobs you go to, someone will talk to you crazy. There's somebody in the shipper gonna talk to you crazy. I'm in the shipper right now at a Walmart distribution, waiting to get unloaded. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got patience, if you don't have patience, you shouldn't go to trucking school. you shouldn't be in trucking because you're gonna be doing a lot of sitting like I'm doing. I was blessed with patience. I grew up fishing. So you know, so that's one thing as a kid. You grew up fishing and stuff like that, man. You sit hours trying to catch some bait. So I grew up with patience. I was really made for this trucking shit. I could sit here for 6-7 hours easy, no problem. I get attention time, no problem. You know, so and I can take yelling. I come from a sports program, coaches in my face, blah blah blah. I just ate it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I always had a good attitude, so a good attitude and patience will take you a long way in trucking, man. Good attitude and patience, you're gonna go far. You will go far in this in trucking. So yeah, man, because I've seen people get kicked out, yelling. One of the guys got to fight one of the instructors. He punched him in the face. Go, oh, you talk to me crazy like that? Now $5,000 down the drain and you kicked out of trucking school. And now at the end of the day, yeah, you punched him out and stuff like that. Now you got now you going to jail or whatever like that. If he's gonna press charges, now that's cost money and you lost the opportunity of your life. Now you got to pay out of pocket because the state is one chance. Once the state is one chance, one all. Like, you know what I'm saying? To get state money and stuff like that, that stuff, the opportunity is hard to get. So you just blew all that up. And yeah, all you gotta do is brag, yeah, I knocked the guy, I knocked the shit out of him. But guess what? He healed and he go back to work. Teach somebody else to become a trucker. Now you at Walmart somewhere, Burger King, wishing that, like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? I should never did that shit. You're not gonna handle it. Got bad attitude, get the fuck, don't stay in this, don't come in here. Don't come in trucking. But back to all I was saying, man. Pretty much like I said, you're gonna learn the pre-trip. You're gonna meet people at all walks of life. While I was in trucking school, man, it was women there, black, white. It was Mexicans there, man. People rich. It was some people, I don't say rich, but it's people middle class to poor. And a lot of people was poor, man. People was in homeless shelters in my school, telling me their stories and stuff like that. I was behind the bills at the time, man. I'm over here thinking like I had. One thing is this: I had to get my CDL. When I had to become a one and done, or my cars don't get repoed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, my wife can only do so much, or my cars don't get repoed. So I had to, like, you know what? Because I was like, if I come one and done, I can get a paycheck. Did I hear blah blah blah? I can pay that off. I can at least put some money down. So I had to, like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do good. And when when my testing day came, I did good, man. It was I was just killing. I don't know what the hell happened. When I got a text from my branch manager at 160 Driving Academy saying, hey, your testing day is this day, October 24th, 8 a.m. Be prepared. And that's what I did, man. Went out there. He told me, he gave me section C, the pre-trip. Boom, 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 boom. Got prepared. Got an end cap. I turned the truck on. Boom, 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 boom. Did that. He said, all right, now it's time to drive. I'm like, cool, got the hard part out the way, pre-trip out the way. Now I'm about to have fun. Straight back, boom. You only get 12 points. Boom, boom, boom. No points for straight back. Did the offset. Maybe I used 2 points. Boom. Maybe you only get 12 when you come to driving on the parking stuff. You know, the straight back, the offset, the 90. Boom. Did the offset. Perfect. Got that out the way. Cool. Bet. 90. 3 pull-ups. Boom. Got into it. Bet. Now we hit the, then we went straight to the cheat road we've been doing every day anyway. Driving the cheat route. So I memorized the route. Boom, 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 boom. Knocked that out. Structure right here. And the thing is, I got the truck yelling before I got into like the road test. Everybody knows the rule. If the when you do your 90, now if the instructor comes in the driver's side, you failed. You're done. You're not doing the road test. You got to reschedule. But if he come to your passenger side, you got the road. You going to the motherfucking road test. And majority of the time, 90% of the time, you get to the road test, you're going to pass, and you get your CDL. He went to that motherfucking, I was watching him, because I did my 90, you got to park a certain way. He's back there just writing his thing. I'm like, please do not come to the driver's side. I peeked out my eye. I'm like, hold on, he's walking. I saw him walking over there. He got a truck. I said, oh, hold on a sec. I got out the motherfucking truck. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I'm trying to. I feel like you win a championship, but a lot of people just don't know. Man, you over here. We see that guy walking to the yes, I'm talking about. Cause you put so much time and hours, and within 4 to 8 weeks, you know, all that time and stuff trying to brainwash your brain to learn this shit, man. So I got yeah, all right. Like, you think I would have made a touchdown and shit. Got back in the truck, did the road test, killed that. And he told me, hey, man, you got this many points, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Man, the CDL test people, man, they'll pass or not. He said, yeah, you did do some work on this, man. But other than that, congratulations, you won. Because I don't care about, yeah, you used 20 points. I don't give a damn how many points I use. Did I pass or not? Trucking companies ain't going to be like, so how many points did you use at your CDL? They don't give a damn. Did you pass or not? I passed. Got my shit, man. I'll never forget, Jeff told me, the guy who ran, the manager who ran the 160 Driver Academy said this. He literally said, I'm proud of you, man, because you took advantage. Not many people take advantage of the state program. You didn't pay out of pocket. I was watching you. I talked about quitting. He said, I knew you was about to quit and stuff like that. And you proved us some of us wrong. Some of the instructors was betting against you, saying that, hey, he's going to quit, blah, blah, blah. Because I wasn't getting a pre-trip to NCAP, man. But I was determined. I'm like, no, I got to get this, man. I got to get this. This is the clutchest way of me getting some money without going to college and all that. It's like, no, this just too much money. I changed my life with this shit. So that's what I did. He told me that. He said, man, to call your branch manager. And, yeah, man, get your CDL today. Because you get your CDL the same day. We go to the DMV. You got to pay. I forget how much money, y'all. I guess it's been 3 years. You pick up your CDL. They give you like a paper, and they mail you your real CDL, man. So I just never forget that feeling, man. I was really proud of myself. I actually got my CDL, my certificate at 160 still framed. It's still framed in my living room. I put in my vision board that, hey, I kept telling them, I'm like, my CDL, I'm gonna frame my shit like a degree, because at the end of the day, it's paying me money like a degree. Shit, the money I make now, you know what I'm saying? That's what a little husky right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting money now. I'm getting paid, boy. I'm getting paid. You know what I'm saying? When them more payment, I guess I talk about the payment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my checks be about $1,500, $1,800 a week. We get paid every week, y'all, in trucking. Majority of trucking jobs get paid every week. So, you know, sometimes I'll be seeing $1,800 checks after taxes. $1,500, $1,800 after taxes and stuff like that. I come from factory, y'all. I come from warehouses. So my checks used to be like $700. After overtime, $600 sometimes and all that shit like that. But now I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Getting some money now, boy. And everybody know, man. I'm cool now. I'll never forget. I said, I told my friend, I got my first check. I got hired at the trucking school after I graduated trucking school, right? I went to Snyder. They got like they hired me right after the trucking school, man. I started October 31st. That was a Monday, 2022. You look up, it's a Monday. And yeah, man. Yeah, I never forget. I was training for 2 weeks. I got this one WestRock account, and I never forget. I was getting paid per hour per load. It was like a dedicated run. Some days I sweep my truck, some days I sweep at home. But I never forget. My first check was $1,100. I want to say $67 after taxes. Man, you couldn't tell me shit. I'm like, damn, this mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy as hell, bro. I'm like, damn, I got over $1,000 in my paycheck. Me and my wife, man, I took her out. We took her out to eat and shit to celebrate, man. And one thing is, I love my wife, man, because when I finished trucking school, I told her I passed, stuff like that, because she was just hoping to. She's like, man, I hope this nigga passed, man. But I walk in, I see congratulations, CDL and everything like that. I come in the house, I see congrats, you know, CDL and all that stuff like that. She's really proud of me because she's seen the time I put in. She even helped me with it too. She was like helping me with the pre-trip and stuff like that, the best she can. But I really wanted it. I wanted it, bro. I really wanted it. I had to do it. Like, I needed the money, bro. It was nice. I kept trying to find myself, you know, working the job. It just wasn't for me, y'all. It just wasn't for me, bro. Working these warehouses, stuff like that. Now I go to these warehouses now. You know, I used to load the trucks up. Now these trucks, now people load me up. Now I'm the guy with the headset on and shit like that, and I just watch them load my truck up, man. Now I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So crazy how the times change, man. But yeah, 160. I went to 160 Driving Academy. Pay attention. That's like I say, man. Y'all gotta pay attention. And study that pre-trip, man. And that NCAP. Ask questions. This is your money. Bug them people. Ask questions. Take some study groups with some people, man. You know what I'm saying? You see someone who's doing good, work with that person. I just see people that's doing good, stuff like that. Try to be next to them. Because I see they doing good. I want something nice to follow on me, man. How'd you retain the information? And I have to record myself, too. On security mounted, man. I guess I don't remember that shit, y'all. Because I promise you, I do graduate and stuff like that. Most of the stuff you ain't even gotta do, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be selling that security mounted shit. Y'all gonna be going straight into trucking. Look into TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that. They gonna bring, they gonna talk about like the pre-trip and all that. Me, I try looking into that shit, but I'm more of a, I gotta be right there in front of my face. And I'm gonna learn that shit. You know, you go on YouTube and all that, type in the pre-trip, but I had to learn that shit myself, y'all. Being there, and that's what I did, man. So people will struggle. Some people will succeed. So I be seeing my class, some of my classmates, out of 15, maybe 6 of us pass and stuff like that, because some people just wasn't taking it seriously, y'all. So, and it's been classes in the yard. They got a group of 12, and all 12 of them pass. So, but at the end of the day, don't think that you can come inside trucker school and think it's easy as hell. This is gonna be a breeze. It humbled me. I thought I was one of them guys. It humbled me. I'm like, that shit was hard, but the reward, man, was, man. Once you learn that pre-trip and your backing, my backing cold now, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I remember some instructors, they'd be like, come back and visit us. Shit. Man, I haven't been back to my trucking school for over 3 years, bro. I was gone. That week I left, the week I never went back. I want to never go back. I won't go back for it. Shit, I don't care about y'all, man. I don't care. I mean, I got what I want out of y'all. You damn right, used you. I got what I wanted, and yeah, man, so... Yeah, I haven't go. Maybe one day I might go back. I just don't have time to go back, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Some people do go back and visit and say, hey, man, I'm doing good. I do this. I bought me a car, or I bought me a house because of trucking. Thank you, 160 Cabernet and stuff like that. Cool. But me, man, I just never went back. And plus, my branch manager didn't give me no t-shirt and a cup. He didn't do, I'm just being real. My branch manager didn't do a good job. I remember he was like, hey, I get you a job, make it $27 an hour. $30 an hour at Central Transport. He didn't say Central Transport. I'll graduate. I'm like, hey, what's the job with the $31 an hour? He talking about some, here you go. You pass, here you go. Central Transport, but they talking about they need man road and they would do night shift. I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing night shift. So, yeah, he just didn't help me. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a grown man. I find my own shit. And I ain't get no t-shirt and shit to be one and done. So I knew they said something about still reach out to them and I get a t-shirt and shit, but oh man, that's so long ago, bro. I don't even care about that shit. No, I keep them t-shirt and that cup. I got my CDL. That's what I got when I got out of it. So man, y'all have a good one, dogs. When I'm done talking, before my phone call ring, mess my video up. That's all I can really tell you about the details. I can tell you about 160 Driving Academy. You're gonna be there with other people, and just pay attention to that pre-trip, y'all. You gotta pay attention. That NCAP, that pre-trip, and hear what they saying. Listen to them folks, man. And then I promise you, once you get that CDL, it's nothing but meat and potatoes out there. You're gonna get a job, bro. You're gonna get a good paying job. And ask questions, because these jobs, at the end of the day, they need you more than you need them, bro. I watched the news, right? It's a while ago, a couple years ago. They said they need 1 million more CDL holders, truck drivers out here to move all the stuff that's being moved. This is $1 billion. Snyder alone make over $1 billion, bro. Snyder, that one company, Snyder, makes $1 billion. I believe they make over $1 billion a year. You can look it up. So it just shows that's that one company. This company in trucking, it's billions of dollars getting made, bro, a year. So transportation gonna always be it. Everything gets moved in the truck. A truck pieces get moved to the truck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. So they need you. Don't trust me. You see, that's why when you can quit a job. Let's say I quit one job, right? I can get a job the next day, the same day, because they need you out here. When you're doing trucking stuff like that, they don't do interviews. Look at your driving record. Can you drive a truck? How's your record? If everything's clean, guess what? You got a job. You got a job right away. Right away. It's been a couple of jobs I didn't go in. Interviews ain't no regular shit. They look at your shit. Can you drive up? Want to take your road test? Bet you can. Bet you got a job. It's all about experience too. It's a trade. The more experience you get, the more pay you get. You know, treat you. You got 3 years experience, and I don't gotta waste my time. Let's just do this road test. And, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's what they care about. So Yeah, that's all I can really say, man. I enjoyed myself. Network with these people at these truck stops if you want to, because there's jobs out here. I've seen people. A girl I went to, man, she's making, I believe, 79 cents per mile. She's at a smaller company, and she brings home over $2,200 or more a week. She showed me a $2,800 check after taxes. So I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, there's people out here that's making good money. She got lucky. She just networked with some people. They told her about the opportunity. She took it. So she's making good money, and she was homeless. So that's all I gotta say, y'all. I'm done. Man, y'all have a good one, man. And yep, CD your money. I'm out.